Hey guys, welcome to DIY Dave. Today I have got a super exciting comparison for you. I'm going to be comparing the brand new battery operated Milwaukee Chainsaw with the trusty Stihl Petrol Chainsaw. Two beasts in their own right. I've had the Stihl saw for donkey's years. It's a beast, no stopping it. Cuts trees, chop, 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 till he runs out of petrol, obviously. The new Milwaukee comes with a 12 AH battery. Check out the size of this bad boy. It is huge. It's a mother of a battery. It says on the box, it will cut 150 cuts on a single charge. Of course, probably on timber about this big. Today I'm going to be comparing the two on some big logs. Now, as a professional myself, I have got loads of experience with petrol, all sorts, and I've also got lots of experience with battery, all the tools. In my home I've got 3 log burners, and I go through tons of actual wood to keep them going, especially the winter months. So now's the time when I need to be chopping up some logs. And I've had some trees come down over the winter, and I've managed to get them out, and we're gonna be testing these chainsaws today on these logs. Now I've got some beasties. Now I really want to see how many cuts the battery Milwaukee Chainsaw will do in comparison to the petrol Stihl saw. So I guess all there is to find out. Obviously, you know what, there's ups and downs on all sorts of things. In regards to the battery chainsaw, well, obviously on the plus side is you haven't got to put petrol in it. And with the petrol prices as they are today, it's costing more and more for us to put petrol into our, well, into everything really. I've got a couple of quad bikes, and obviously petrol is getting expensive. So I'm putting petrol into the quad bikes and it's costing me more and more. Now, for instance, if I had battery quads, I could just plug them in. Of course, I'm not a lottery winner, so I can't afford to buy battery quad bikes, especially to be just rocking around on the farm all day. But as you know, they're all expensive. So let's get this comparison on, and I'm sure it's going to be a great comparison. It's obviously going to be messy. Of course it's going to be messy. Now guys, do me a great favour. Give me the thumbs up, give me a subscribe, give me a share, because every one of you that helps me out, I'm helping you out. Let's do it. Of course, there's a few things we need to do to these chainsaws before we can actually use them. The Milwaukee comes with a 76ml chainsaw little lube. I'm not 100% sure whether 76ml is going to fill its chamber, but let's give it a go anyway. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm going to pour it into the chamber. All 76ml, filled it about a third. So thank you Milwaukee for being tight with your oil. Luckily for me, I got a big one, so I'll fill it up. Whenever you do fill up your lubes on your chainsaws, always get them right to the top, because you can't have enough lube in your chainsaw. There we go. And of course, the lube lubricates the chain as you're cutting up the wood, stops it from binding, gives you an easier cut, lubricates all your gubbins inside, so you definitely don't want it to dry out. Now I'm going to lube up the Stihl. lovely. So now they're lubed up, we can put the Milwaukee to one side and go back to the Stihl. Of course it needs petrol in it. So, let's put some in there. Got a little bit pre-mixed, which I don't think is going to be enough. Very close. Which is a surprise. I didn't think there was that much in there. Okay, the number one annoying thing about chainsaws, especially if they're petrol, you guessed it, starting them. They don't always want to start super quick. Now, let's see if we can start this one to get it a bit warm before we start doing the actual work. Now let's see how long it's going to take me. So surprised that started so quick, because the other day when I was using it, I was pulling it. Oh, felt like forever. Probably wasn't though, was it? Okay, so that one's done. Now it does say on the Milwaukee, when you fill up the oil, you need to point it towards the ground and give it a 30-second spin to get the excess oil off. So I'll point it this way and see if you can see it flipping off. Well, I haven't seen it coming off. Right then, let's get these logs out, shall we, and get cracking on. I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited about this. I have been waiting absolutely ages to crack this video out and to break in my new Milwaukee chainsaw. Let's talk health and safety first. Obviously, you always want to get a hat on when you're doing anything to do with cutting up wood. Visor, super important. Ear defenders. Now, with a battery chainsaw, I am not 100% sure whether you're going to need ear defenders, but they're there anyway. You can always pick up these hats pretty cheap. I like this one, donkeys. Right, so it's going to go visor definitely going on. You start at this end of the log, chop off some big girthers. Here we go, let's do it! Well, that's it guys. Battery's flat. So how many logs have we cut? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now, the wood's wet. It's a big log. 23 cuts. Not bad. Now let's see how that compares to the petrol chainsaw. Let me get that set up now. Right then, let's Stihl saw. I'm definitely going to put the heat section on this time. Get what he got up. Thanks man. Let's do it! what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be the Milwaukee or the Stihl saw? Well, for small jobs, I'm definitely thinking the Milwaukee's gonna be the one. You're gonna buy it, treasure it, keep it looked after. Obviously mine's looking a bit extremely dirty after doing all that wood chopping. But I do think it's a great piece of kit for everything. On the plus side, you know, there's no fumes coming off it, you haven't got to put petrol in it, 2-stroke, blah blah blah. It's just battery in, make sure there's some lubrication oil in it, and off you go. So, for my money, it's definitely going to be the Milwaukee. Now keep tuned, guys, and don't forget, give me the thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and give me a share, because it all helps me. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.